In today's rebuild, we are going over to Manchester United to rebuild them after coming off that 3-1 pathetic defeat to Arsenal. They have also lost to the other North London club, Tottenham, a couple of weeks ago as well. They sit mid-table in the Premier League, and now they have another player on the verge of getting dropped by the squad. This player is getting investigated by authorities, not only in England but as well as in Brazil. I am obviously talking about Antony now. Obviously, here is their statement from the club. They have acknowledged the allegations made against Antony and notes that the police are obviously conducting and doing their investigations. They haven't said they're going to drop them quite yet, but obviously, if these things come out to true and once the investigation kind of comes to light, he probably will get dropped, and he might be going to Getafe like MJH here says there. We also have another one. This is kind of basically saying what he is being accused of abuse from his girlfriend. You can see these pictures here. These might not even be safe for YouTube at all, but you can see he tried to attack her with a cup. She defended herself, but this led to her hand being cut up in, which is probably obviously this picture. He has an issue with jealousy. He got mad after finding a post of Neymar where she liked and commented. That's absolutely insane to get mad at that, but apparently that is what is being accused of him. He got locked inside of his football court by parents while he told Gabrielle that he was going to kill her and himself. There is various audio recordings. I haven't yet to actually find one. There might be somewhere on the internet that you can look out. And here is another thing also here. The lawyers of this girl said that Manchester United, the club themselves, have tried covered up of Antony's climbing, saying they called out the Sao Paulo Civil Court to question the club. I mean, this is absolutely insane to think that even the club will try and cover this up somehow, some way. But that is what Antony is doing. We are going to go ahead and drop Antony from our save here, not from our save, but from our rebuild. And let's get back to FIFA. We are here with FIFA 23. We have 10 minutes to rebuild this clown, and I'm going to start the timer now. We have 300 million to spend. I'm not quite sure where they have this money to spend at, but they do. And obviously, they were not. I don't know if the club was going after the player for a long time, but I know the fans definitely wanted this guy to come into the team. Now, obviously, still staying at Napoli, Victor Osimhen. We are going to go ahead and bring him in, and he will be our star striker for this one-season rebuild. All right, never mind. We will have to go back in for him. I'm thinking about that. I obviously want to replace Antony. If I can sell Antony, that would be great. I'm just not going to use him at all. Jadon Sancho, him and Ten Hag are apparently beefing for absolutely no reason. I can't believe they have Johnny Evans at the football club, but they do. I am going to go after a right winger, and I'm honestly thinking somewhere in Spain that is a right winger or right mid. That will be good enough. I think Dembele's still at Barcelona. I didn't change that yet, but he's obviously, there's Rafinha that we could bring in. There's Rodrigo that we could bring in. Actually, maybe Rodrigo. Do we bring in Rodrigo, another Brazilian? Keep it Brazil, even though Brazil seems to be causing Man United some trouble right now. Let's see, what can we bring him in? Can we bring him for like 65 million maybe? They want Jadon Sancho plus 30 million. Honestly, yeah. I'm not mad about that. We can get rid of Jadon Sancho. He will obviously be crucial. He will replace Antony in that starting 11 for sure. I probably won't end up selling Antony, so I'm just going to have to hope Rodrigo actually starts above him. And we are going to then offer them 150K, a lot more than what Real Madrid are paying for him, a lot more what he would be paid for in real life coming over to Manchester United from Real Madrid. But Rodrigo comes in to replace Antony in that starting 11. He will also get swapped with Jadon Sancho, so that's perfectly fine as well. Next up, I think we do need a new right back for this team, and there is somebody in Germany that is young and very good already. It is Jeremy Frimpong. We will look to bring him in for somewhere around relatively cheap. And I'm going to have to quick sim a whole week to make sure I get Victor Osimhen into the squad. Can I offer like Delo or something? Because Delo, Wan-Bissaka, somebody like that. Because Delo's just not good enough. He's kind of bad. I mean, not kind of bad. He is bad. He's completely awful. They want 59 million. They don't want the low. That might cause an issue later on. They want 50 million. I'm going to offer them 45.6. See what they say. They want 52. It's going red, so I'm just going to have to accept it and move on. Jeremy Frimpong joins Manchester United for 50, 60 something million. He will come into the squad, and now we wait a week to make sure we bring in Victor Osimhen. Are we in Champions League or are they in? They are in Europa League. I didn't put them in Champions League either. That's annoying. Oh well. I mean, we are just trying to win the league at the end of the day. That's all we're trying to do. And I'm not skipping training for some reason. And we are going back in for Victor Osimhen. Now, last time we kind of undervalued him. We are going to offer 68 million off of the jump, and they feel like they wasted their time. My literal board, I'll show you all that maybe in a second. My board literally says 77 is a max that we should be offering them for him, which is absolutely insane to even think about. So I think his value is probably going to jump off in a couple of days. But he is getting talked to too by another club, so I'm going to have to hope. The asking price is 96 million. They want a chance with a deal at 77 million. Okay, so that makes more sense now. Down at the board actually kind of fix that up. Anthony Martial, we are not going to sell him. I mean, we could loan this guy out. It's not going to matter in the long run. But let's go ahead and try and bring in Victor Osimhen. I'm going to offer them 70. I'm going to offer them 80 mil. 80 mil. They will start talking finally. They want 93. I'm going to offer 85 with that 10% selling clause. Obviously, won't need much. We're going to go down to 85. I feel like I just said 80. All right, 85. Good enough for him. We will bring in Victor Osimhen. And Victor Osimhen is a striker that Ten Hag wanted. The United fans definitely wanted him as well. He will finally come into the squad. And that will probably be all 3 signings made. And here is a team for this upcoming one-season rebuild. Onana in net, Frimpong at right back, Varane and Martinez as our center backs, Luke Shaw, Amrabat, who's actually on loan in real life on this career mode. He's kind of in just one season, whatever. Casemiro, Rodrigo, Fernandes, Rashford, and then Victor Osimhen as our striker. Let's go ahead and jump all the way to the end of the season to see if that team can win the league. I sure as hell hope not, but for the sake of this video, I hope so. And well, we made it to the final of the season, well, to the end of the season, and quickly going to the Europa League. Now, they were in Europa League last season in real life, obviously. They knocked out Barcelona. Did they lose the final? No, they didn't lose the final. They lost the semifinal to Sevilla, and Sevilla then went on to win that. They here now Group E with Real Sociedad, Santa Clara, and Motherwell. They got through first pretty comfortably. They skipped the preliminary round. In the round of 16, they faced off against Spurs and knocked them out with a 5-4 narrow win there. In the quarterfinals, they knocked off PSV 5-2 pretty comfortably there. In the semifinals, they knocked off last year's finalists 5-2 as well. They face off against PSG in the final of the Europa League. So Man United, one of the most decorated English clubs ever versus the most decorated French clubs ever. As far as the Carabao Cup, the winners with that are Liverpool. The FA Cup, I actually don't know how far. We actually made it to the final and lost to Liverpool as well. The Premier League, they finished in third. So pretty much a replica of last season with Man City winning the league and Man City winning the league pretty comfortably. Spurs coming in second, which is outlandish. Man United come in third with 21 wins, 11 goals, and 6 losses. So that is honestly a good enough season there as well. Let's go ahead and quick stem past this final just to see if they can beat PSG. I honestly doubt it because I'm pretty sure, oh, they do beat them. But I'm pretty sure that PSG team still had Messi and Neymar as well as Mbappe, obviously. Our top goal scorer is Marcus Rashford with 28 goals in 55 games. Bruno Fernandes had 24 goals with 20 assists as well. Rodrigo 19 goals in his first season. And Osimhen 18 goals in his first season as well. So not bad from the 2 new attacking signings. Frimpong 5 goals, 3 assists. I mean, I'm not really expecting him to get goals. Maybe expecting him to get some clean sheets, technically, but obviously he's not a goalkeeper, so that's not technically his job. And talking about clean sheets, 58 appearances. Onana only had 12 clean sheets. That is kind of insane to even think about. But that is this rebuild done. If you did like it, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. Join the Patreon, links down below. And until next time, which might not be until EAFC 24. There might be one more video next week, but if not, I will see y'all for the release date on the 22nd for EAFC 24. Peace out.